Hi everybody, this is Patrick from DoggieDashboard. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the employee database section of DoggieDashboard. Now, this aspect or module of the application gives you a lot of ways to schedule employee shifts. You can use a punch in and punch out clock. You can store employee data. There's a lot of things you can do here. So I'm just going to kind of go through it and show you a bunch of different little features, and hopefully these will help you get a feel for how you can use this at your business. So here we're at the employee database. If you are on the home page, it's going to be located right here where it says employee scheduling, top right corner, or in the view section down to employee database. And so you can see we have some employees set up here already, but we'll create one brand new from the start. So we'll go up here to new employee, click that. And our employee's first name is going to be Sandy. Her last name is going to be Miller. Her phone number is just going to be something fake like this. And her email will be sandy@example.com. We could add her address here, her city, state, and postal information if we want to. We can also add a background color. This is the color that will show up on her shifts for the work calendar. So let's give her kind of a light green color. There we go. We can add notes here if we want to. We could say something like, Sandy needs to work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. She cannot work weekends. Something like that. And then we have these custom fields down here. I'll show you that in 1 second. But first, we're going to create that new employee. There you can see now we have Sandy Miller. If we click on her name, we'll see the information we just saved, email address, everything there. Sandy can work from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Quickly going to those custom fields, let's say you want to store some information in the application about your employees that, I don't know, we could say maybe allergies for whatever reason. You can go up here to the business settings menu and open that up. And now if you scroll down to the custom field names here, you can see that we have custom fields for pets, owners, and employees. So let's make custom field 1 for employees. Let's say allergies. And we can make custom field 2, say, let's say work incidents. And we'll get rid of employee number 3. Update that. Looks like we're good to go. We'll close this page. Now we'll go back to Sandy, and we're going to edit here. And now when we edit, you'll see that there's allergies right there, and there are work incidents. So now we can say Sandy is allergic to garlic. Make sure we don't use it for staff meals. And then for work incidents, you could say September 5th, 2021, she was bitten by a small dog, needed no hospital care, something like that. This is, you can understand, just basically you can save information that you want to save here based on these names that you give it. Update the employee. And now if you click on Sandy Miller, there you can see the allergies and work incidents. So you can kind of use it like that. Let's go and save a shift. Well, first what we'll do is we're going to check in Sandy Miller. We'll punch her in for her shift today. So when she comes in to work, she will click the punch in button. And then the current time right now is 12:23 p.m. We're going to punch her in. And there we go. Her punch in was on Friday, October 22nd. This is different because you'll see. But it'll say the time that you are currently located in. I'm on vacation right now, so the times are a bit different. And so now when we go down here to the employee work calendar, let's make a shift for Sandy. So let's say Sandy has to work on October 25th from Sandy Miller. She's going to work from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Create her shift. There you go. Sandy Miller, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And then if we go up here and add one more shift on the 27th for Sandy, and let's say she works from 9 a.m. till noon today. Create that shift. You can also go here and add a little note. So let's say you want to add a note that says, working a half day, she needs to go to the doctor at noon, something like that. Update that shift. There you go. There's that little note there. So now if we scroll our weekly calendar to the next week, we'll get a little thing here that shows us how many hours at the bottom that Sandy has worked. That'll be how many she's scheduled for. So 12 hours right now because we have the 8 hours over here, the 9 hours over here from 8 till 5, and then we have the 3 hours here from 9 a.m. till noon. Unfortunately, DoggieDashboard cannot keep track of uh, unpaid pauses or breaks. So if you give somebody an hour-long lunch, you would have to break their shift into two. So if Sandy had an hour-long lunch at noon, we would create one shift from 8 until noon. Let's go down here to find noon. There it is, 8 a.m. till noon. And then we would have to create another shift on the 25th for Sandy from noon until, or no, from 1 p.m. till, because she has a 1 hour break for lunch, until 5 p.m. And now you can see she has the shift is broken up into two pieces. And now if we go back to the weekly view, you'll see now it's 11 hours because this is only an 8-hour shift instead of a 9-hour shift. So let's go back to the punch in, punch out clock. When you click on punch out, it'll show you the time that the employee is punched in. And so it's 5:23 a.m. When they were punched in. We'll punch them out. And it was 5:26 a.m. at the punch out time, and that was only 2 minutes long. So you can see that if someone comes in at 8 a.m. and then punches out at noon, it'll keep track of how many hours and minutes they worked. We're going to edit this shift right here. We'll say that it actually started at 8:15 a.m. and let's say it actually ended at 12:30. And we're going to update that. And now you can see it says 4 hours and 15 minutes right there is the amount of time worked. And we can say something like, she came in late but stayed extra. And we'll update that. And now there's a little note there for when you're doing your payroll. So now we have Sandy Miller here. We're going to click to view her punch card, and we want to see the hours she's worked. We click View Punch Card, and there you go. It says on Friday, October 22nd, she worked from 8:15 till 12:30 for a total of 4 hours and 15 minutes. If we wanted to, we could export her punches into an Excel file, and then we could use that to calculate her hourly wage, her hourly pay. We can click here to calculate Sandy's payroll. If we do Sandy Miller, how many shifts did she work during the month of October? And we calculate payroll. There you can see she worked a total of 4 hours and 15 minutes. Let's just quickly go back and make another shift. So let's say she forgot to punch in last week and we need to add a shift. We'll go here to punch in. We're just going to punch in right away, punch out right away, and it's going to add us one of these blank shifts with 0 hours, 0 minutes. Simply go into the edit menu and say, okay, it was actually on the 13th. She worked from 9 a.m. until the 13th till 9 p.m. Where are we at? 13th until 9 p.m. She did a really, really long shift, 12 hours, no breaks. We're going to update that. And now you can see there's a 12-hour shift there for her. And that's how you would go back and add a shift that someone forgot to add. Just simply go to punch in, punch them in, punch them out to create an entry, and then go back and fill it in. So now you can see we have 16 hours and 15 minutes worked here. We're going to calculate her payroll. Once again, it's for Sandy for the month of October. And let's calculate payroll. And there you are. The system automatically tells you she worked a total of 16 hours and 15 minutes during this time period. You can print this out for proof of punch clock hours and stuff like that, however you want to use it. That's just a very simple payroll calculator. I would suggest always double checking the hours to make sure they're correct, to make sure they line up with what you have on file. But it's just something that helps you keep track. Lastly, I will show you if you want to create multiple employee shifts for somebody, instead of creating one at a time, you can click this little blue box here, a little blue text, and now we're going to create multiple shifts at once. So let's go get Sandy again. Let's say she's going to work from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. On multiple days next week. So on the 25th, the 27th, the 29th, we're going to have her work those days. And let's say also on the 19th and the 21st. And we're going to say must clean kennels. When we create these shifts, instantly on the calendar below, we're going to have just created all those shifts we just made. The 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. must clean kennels, must clean kennels, must clean kennels, must clean kennels, must clean kennels. And that's how you create a shift, multiple shifts. So you can basically create someone's entire monthly schedule all at the same time if they work the same hours. And let's say you screw up and you want to get rid of them. All those ones, you just click to delete all 5 shifts, and the system will delete all 5 shifts at the same time. And that is basically how you use the employee work calendar aspect of Doggy Dashboard. Hopefully this video helped you kind of understand it a little bit better. And should you have any questions, please email me, patrick@DoggieDashboard.com. Thanks a lot and have a great day.